Beauties, welcome back to my channel, and today, as you can tell from the title, we are doing a story time. Who am I? Like, what? A story time? You guys know I never do story time, but I figure, you know what, I do have a beauty, fashion, lifestyle channel, so I said, why not do a whole story time? Because y'all know I'm out here in Atlanta. There's a lot going on. I have a lot of stories actually. I just don't share them. But this story I had to share because it's literally insane. So let's jump right into this. So grab yourself some wine. I do have some wine right here, and I am drinking Roscato, whatever this is. This is something I picked up at the Kroger. It's 8% alcohol, so it's not too strong, but it's gonna give a little, a little something. So it tastes like champagne. So we love champagne, so why not? So back to the story time. So you guys know I've been dating. You guys know, you've seen my video dating in Atlanta. So with dating comes different situations, right? So this particular situation, I was dating a certain person. I was dating him for a while, and we are just like, we're really cool, and I feel like we've never really had a conversation about who we're dating, what we're doing outside of each other. So for me, I try not to talk about other guys with the guys that I'm dating. Like when I'm with someone, we're just together. Even if we're not in a relationship, I never disrespect them. I don't bring up other guys. I don't do that, and I don't like it done to me. Thankfully, the guys I've dated, they usually don't do that either. I think they could just sense like a vibe that I don't care who you date. I really don't. I'm not that type of person. I'm not jealous. I'm not insecure. So whoever you're dating, cool. It's just not me. So why would I care? And so with that being said, this particular guy, one of my friends, she actually seen him on a dating site. He tried to talk to her, and I was just like, okay, cool, no problems. He could date whoever he wants. So she was just like, I just don't want you to get upset. I was like, I'm not upset. Like, I don't care. I was like, he could do whatever he wants. We don't have that type of relationship. Like, he could date. So I said, I'm going to talk to him about it, though, because, we're close. So I called him, and I was just like, hey. I was like, so my friend told me that, she's seen you on this dating site. You actually try to talk to her. And he goes straight into defense mode. Like, okay, so what you trying to say? And I was like, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that my friend said you try to talk to her. I was like, I know you didn't know if she's my friend, so it is what it is. And he was just like, I know I'm not the only one you're dating. I was like, you're not. I was like, but I just want us to be open, more open about dating. Because at that time, I was feeling like we're still close, but we weren't as close as we were. I feel like we were kind of fading away. And he definitely wasn't texting me as much, and I noticed that. But during that time that he started doing that, he was like, I know you feel like we're not as close as we were. He goes, I know you feel like I'm probably trying to get rid of you. He's like, because I haven't been texting you like I usually do. And I told him, no, I just feel like we're kind of fading off, which is cool. And he was like, you do? He said, I don't feel that way. And I was like, it's cool. Like, it's not in a bad way. I feel like we could still be cool. I was like, but as far as dating, I'm starting to feel like, I don't know, maybe this isn't something we should keep doing. And he was like, I don't feel that way. And I was like, okay, well, we'll see where it goes. So that whole week, you guys know, I guess he felt like, I'm not going to say, I think he felt just like shook. I think he was shook that I knew I had proof. My friend sent me a screenshot. I didn't even tell him I had a screenshot, but she sent me a whole screenshot of him. So I knew so he couldn't even deny it if he wanted to. He didn't try though. But I think the fact that I told him that I felt like we were fading away, that just got him like to the point where he was just like, oh shit, like what the fuck do I do now? So the whole week he's calling me, he's texting me, he's thirst trapping, sending all kind of photos. And I was just like, okay, mind you, I didn't even say what he was saying. He was just like, at the time when I did question him, he was just like, well, you can't say nothing to me. We're not together. I was like, yeah, I know that. I was like, I don't care. I know we're not together. I was like, and that's what I'm telling you. I want us to be more open when we talk about dating. I was like, so yeah, you can continue to date. And he was just like, it's not even that serious with those girls. I'm just having conversation. It's not nothing serious. I'm like, you don't have to even say that. I was like, it's cool. Just keep doing whatever you're doing. It's cool. So at this point, like I said, that whole entire week, we talk very often, but not like every single day. Like we might text every day, but he literally would call every single day that whole week. And I was like, he's doing a lot. I was like, homeboy is shook. And my friend was like, what did you say to him? She's like, what did you say? I was like, I just told him it's cool. And so, fast forward, right? Situation passed. We still hung out after that. Like I said, I don't care. So yeah, I was still seeing him. Yeah, I was still sleeping with him. I mean, what do I care for? I don't. So, and I think that confused him because he's probably like, she really just still over here hugging all over me like nothing happened. That's just how I am. So we keep it moving swiftly. So fast forward like two weeks later. No, this is like a week later. I go to his house. I'm asleep. Well, he thought I was asleep. I was like half asleep. And I feel him getting in the bed because I actually went to bed earlier than him because I think I had to work the next day or I was just tired. I don't know. So I ended up going to sleep before him. So one day I feel him reaching over. Get this. Why was he trying to grab my phone? And it was just like, he thought I was asleep. But I was like laying like this. But I heard him coming in the room. So it kind of startled me. So I woke up. All I see is his hand reaching over. And I woke up. I was like, what are you doing? Y'all, his face. When he seen, he dropped the phone so quick. And he was just like, oh, I was just reaching for the water. He acted like he was reaching for a bottle of water, y'all. My water, which had this much water in it. I was like, he think I'm so dumb. And I was just like, okay, whatever. It is what it is. He's trying to get my phone. Now, at this point, I didn't remember he knew my code. We had a night one night where I was like drunk. You know, I had a drunken night one night. Now, I don't know what night it was because we've had a few drunken nights. So I know one of these nights, I remember giving him my code, but I don't remember like what night it was. And I definitely didn't think he still remembered it, right? Who the hell remembers someone's code? I didn't think he remembered it. So I never really cared when he tried to take my phone because I'm like, he don't know the code. He can't even get in. The phone's locked in, locked. Like, you gotta use the facial recognition, thumbprint, something. So I thought. Completely forgot he knew the code. So this particular night, like I said, he tried to get my phone. He didn't succeed because your girl woke up. And all I can think about is that song, this bitch think I'm stupid. And I was like, you think I'm stupid. So, I have no sense. So I go back to sleep, and then the next day, we didn't even talk about it. We acted like this never even existed. So we literally had breakfast together. We hung out together. I think we even went out to the stores and stuff, shopping or something together. We just had a good day. Like, we acted like nothing happened. So fast forward to the next time I go over there. So this particular night, I stayed over his house again, and I brought some clothes and stuff. I always wear clothes, but I was supposed to get dressed at his house the next day because I was going to a day party with my friends. And so I go to sleep before him because this night I was just tired. It was already, I think we stayed up to like almost 2 o'clock in the morning, so I was exhausted. And so I go lay down, and I was really tired this night. So y'all, tell me when I woke up, because I heard something. I don't know what made me get up, but I heard something. So I ended up waking up, and I look over. He's not in the bed. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, he says. 5 o'clock in the morning. He's not in the bed, or so I'm just like, did he go to the bathroom? Like, where is he? This dude, let me tell y'all, I can't even make this up. he done took the pillow, right, and wedged it. So it felt like he was still sleeping next to me. Now, when we sleep together, he is always literally like, he's always all over me. Like, he has to have some part of him on me. Like, he'll sleep with like his leg on me, or he just spoons me all night. Like, he's constantly gotta touch me. So I didn't think anything of it, right? I'm still asleep thinking like he's still here. No. Sir is out there in the living room going through my phone for God knows how long. I don't even know how long he had the phone. I look over, phone is gone. So I'm like looking, I'm like, where's my phone at? I thought it fell in the bed, so I'm like, where's the phone? And I was like, oh. I was just like, he got my phone. I was just like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Like, what's my next move? So I had to think. So I sat there on the bed and I was like, should I just go out there and go crazy on him? Or should I just sit here and wait? And I had to pee. You guys, I had to use the bathroom so bad. But I said, you know what? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I ain't been through nothing like this and I can't even remember, because I never have situations like that when someone tries to go through my phone. Even when I was married, he didn't try to go through my phone. So okay, you guys, so at this point, I'm sitting on the bed. So I decided to sit up. So I'm sitting up, looking like that meme with New York on it, from I Love New York. I'm sitting in the bed looking like this. He come walking in the room. I scoot over to his side of the bed. And I sit there and I got my feet hanging off the bed at this point. And I said, so did you find what you were looking for? And he was just like, man, I ain't even going there with you tonight. And I was like, no, seriously, did you find what you were looking for? And so he was just like, man, I seen a lot. I was like, okay. I was like, and I hope you found what you was looking for. I said, since you want to be all over my phone. And I was like, I have to use the bathroom. When I come back, we're going to talk. And he was just like, no, we're not. I said, yes, we are. And he was like, it's late. Go to sleep. I was like, no, I'm wide awake now. I was like, and I don't care how late it is. I don't care what time it is. I said, because you didn't care when you was out there scrolling through my phone for God knows how long while I was asleep. I was like, so we're talking about this. So y'all, I go to the bathroom and come back. When I come back in the room, he's literally like right there. As soon as I open the door, he's right there, and he's just like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. He's like, I should have never did this to you. I'm sorry. I apologize. I should have never did this. And I was like, no, don't touch me. I was like, because I said, you stay doing some shit like this. I said, this is like the third or fourth time I caught you trying to go through my phone. Because one other time, we was doing some things, and he said he was going to record. I said, okay, cool. So he got my phone. He tells me, put your code in. Or maybe I unlocked it. I think I unlocked it. I don't think I put my code in that night. And so the next day I go to look and see what video he recorded. Nothing. Girl, ain't no video in there. I said, what was you doing then? So I'm like, I already knew at that point. I was like, okay, he definitely is trying to go through my phone. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but at one time, I think I did mention this, how the water bottle was there, and he acted like he was grabbing the water bottle one night, but he was actually grabbing my phone. So yeah, he's been trying to go through my phone for a minute now, and this time he actually succeeded. So, like I said, he's in the room, he's pleading to me. So I got my stuff and I was like, I'm going home. And he was just like, I really don't want you driving. Please don't drive. He's like, it's too late. Just stay here. He's like, I swear, like, you can sleep in here. I'll sleep on the couch. Like, I won't bother you. He's like, and if you don't want to talk to me again, like, I understand. And I was like, okay. And I just was so upset, you guys, that I started crying and I was just sad. And he was like, you want me to sleep on the couch or sleep in here with you? And I was just like, oh no. I was like, you would sleep in here. So he laid next to me, but I just started crying. Like, I was so sad. Now, you have to understand, this is somebody who was very close to me. So it wasn't like I didn't have feelings for him. It wasn't like I didn't love him, because I loved this man. Like, I really did. Like, I loved him. So, and we never went through anything like this. Like, we like this. So this was very difficult for me to even figure out what I wanted to do. At that point, I went to sleep. I started crying. He felt bad. We talked still, you know, and he was just like, he's like, the only reason I did it is because you never tell me anything. And I was like, tell you what? And he's like, you just don't say anything. I never know if you're dating. You just don't tell me nothing. He's like, I hint around it and you don't even disclose it. I said, because I'm not going to. Why would I tell you who I'm dating? Why do you care about that? He's like, because I don't want you fucking and sucking somebody and then coming to see me. That's crazy. And I was like, who says I'm doing that? How would you know if I did? How would you know? You don't know what I do in these streets. Obviously, you do now because you went through the phone. But, and then he's just like, well, when's the last time you slept with someone? I ain't answering that because you already know. You went through the phone. You know what it says. What does it say? And he was just like, I think he wanted to see if I was going to lie. And I was like, well, it's been a few weeks now, a couple of weeks. And he was just like, yeah. He was like, yeah, I see that. I was just like, oh my gosh. And I told him, I was like, I don't understand how you can base loyalty off of dating. We are dating. We're not in a relationship. So if you're trying to look at me like, oh, is she wifey material? Absolutely freaking not when I'm dating. Absolutely not. If I'm dating, let me tell you, I'm probably not going to look like wifey material because I'm dating. I'm not going to whore. I'm not a whore. But at the end of the day, yeah, I'm dating around. I got a little rotation. I got a few dudes I talk to. We don't sleep together, all of us, but I definitely date. Like, come on now. So I'm like, that's not even a way to find out if a girl's loyal to you. You'll never know, because if she's dating, she's dating. So after all is said and done, you know, I get my stuff that day and I leave. I go home. We ended up talking that day and I still wasn't feeling it. So at this point, I haven't been talking to him like that. We check in here and there, but I think he just feels away because I really just stopped texting and calling him. Like, when I'm done with someone, I'm done. And I was already getting to a point where dating just wasn't something I really wanted to do like that anymore. I really just wanted to take a step back, focus more on myself versus dating. So that was just the icing on the cake at that point. That literally was the icing on the cake. So once he did that, I was like, oh no, I'm good for sure. So, you know, that's pretty much it. Like, we still talk here and there, but we definitely haven't seen each other, and it's been a few weeks. And we definitely don't talk like we used to, so we're really not dating anymore. But that was my story time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's definitely something different for me, but I have a lot of stories. I just, like I said, I really don't tell them all. But that was one. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know what you guys think about these videos. Let me know in the comment section if you had a video, or not a video, if you had something similar happen to you like that. And I will talk to you guys next time in my next video.